the property that we bought. We got two driveways. This place is so mammoth. One there and one here. There's the woods over there. As we come around here, here's the mansion house. Nah, just a little old house. Then we come around here and look at the roots on that tree. This is pretty cool, but I know this tree's probably going to fall someday. That over there is my shop. This here's my burn pile, which is really nice and wet right now, but I'll get it burning. This here's the back of the house. There's where the well tank is, and underneath that is where the well pump is. And there's my 500-gallon propane tank. I'm gonna eventually columns here. Not gonna be as fancy and elaborate as these guys were, even though it makes no sense to me how they did it. But that's for another day. Okay, this trailer here was basically the trail that existed when we bought the property. It was very narrow and the trees would hit the side of the side-by-side going down. But we got it widened out. We call this Main Street. Just about every trail on the property starts and ends on this road, right? See those tires on the left? That's every tire that I've picked up on the property so far. Main Street does continue if you made a little left right there, but we're going to stay to the right. This little trail here was just small trees, stuff that we could run over to side by side. We had to cut a few trees out with a chainsaw, but nothing all that much. But we just kind of made through here, and here's another little cul-de-sac, which is what Main Street does at the end. It makes a big circle. And if you went left right there, you could have went back to it. But this little circle here, it goes off, and there's the road next to our property there on the right. Need to remove them trees. But it comes back up. Get through here. Still need to clean some of this here out. But we come up, and as you can see, we're back on Main Street. Then if you take a right here, it goes back into a trail that still needs a lot of work. We kind of have a rule for a trail to be completed, the side-by-side has to be able to go down it and not have all those branches and crap hit the top of it. It gets annoying, and sometimes that stuff slaps your arm, and some of this is sticker bushes too, so that really sucks. We're thinking about calling this trail here Rocky Terrace or Rocky Trail or something like that. A lot of rocks on here. You clear some of them out, there's still rocks under it, so I'm just going to live with it. You can see here it comes up close to the road. That's a pretty little steep drop off right there on the right, but we just follow it along and it goes, you know, just the trees hitting. It's annoying, but we'll get it fixed. Whoops, had a branch come down and land on the front, and some of the corners are still tight, but we're still working on this one here. It just takes a long time. Get to this little tight area here and come up on this trail here. I don't know if I'm going to cut that little tree down or not. We'll see. But as you can tell, this here comes back up and we are on Main Street again. Then we'll hurry up here to the head of it and we'll find another trail to go down. Okay, this here's a trail that it's kind of more of just a little crossover trail from the road going through the woods here. just a neat little path that I made. I drove the tractor. I needed a shortcut when I was hauling a bunch of wood shavings. That trail there to the left, you just go down it and it comes back up that trail that we were just on. As you can see, we're coming up to Main Street right here again. Let's go down another trail. At this point, Main Street kind of makes a little jut to the northwest. This trail was also on the property when we bought it, and we've had to widen it out a lot. It still needs a little work. It's growing up over this past summer. But it's a pretty good little trail here. But this trail dead-ended, except up here to the left. And that's when it goes down into a big hollow, and I'm still need to do some work on it. This here took a little bit of work. I had to cut out some trees and little saplings and things. But we got it all cleared out, and it comes back up to behind the house. We got a trail going to the left there, but it's not able to go down right now. Then this here is just a little back road on the property that goes down, and yeah, you guessed it, it comes out on Main Street. So we'll go up here, we'll turn right, and we'll zoom down, and we'll go down my favorite trail. Well, this here is my favorite trail on the property. It is also the longest trail. I actually made this trail starting at the other end after I cleaned up a big old pile of trash that was there. I thought, hey, the tractor can go through there, so I went through there. I started brush hogging and coming back towards the way we're going now. And I probably made 3 different trips through there because I kept getting lost coming up through there, but finally I got a main trail made. It's really rocky too. I don't know what I'm going to name this one, but it is a good trail. It comes up, and to the left there is the top of the gully and everything. That gully's really steep. Right here I'm just making sure that I'm going the correct way, because you could go left or right, and you go right. But I didn't realize how steep this was when I was making it coming down in the tractor. So to actually get the side-by-side up here without doing a lot of spinning, you got to put it in 4-wheel drive. So I'll put it in 4-wheel drive. I'll get up this hill. I had to cut quite a few trees out here that were just in the way. Then it comes up. Had to cut some trees out of here. But it comes on up, and yeah, it turns left. We go over where the trash dump was, and it comes out on Main Street.
Well, that was a view of the trails on the property. Nothing big, still working on them, but it's something to do. It does take me a long time. Having bad back and bad legs makes it hard to do that stuff, but I have my wife helping me. She is a great help. But she's a little under the weather now. She just had some back surgery here a few weeks ago, so she's mending up. But once she gets better, we'll get back out there and start cleaning some of them up. I want to state that when I say that I'm cutting down trees, they're not like big trees. I keep all the big trees. The way I make the trails is I take my John Deere tractor, and it's not a big tractor, it's a 30 horse, and my brush hog, and I just go through the woods, and basically I'm going over the small trees and mowing them down, pushing them down, getting them out of the way, and crunching up a lot of the rocks as I go along. I've pretty much dented up a brand new brush hog pretty bad, but hey, it still works. If the tractor won't get rid of a tree for me, then I don't mow over it. The only time I really take out a tree is when I take the side-by-side down the trail and it's hard to get through a corner or it's really narrow. The side-by-side is a lot wider than the tractor and the brush hog. The tractor and the brush hog just about go anywhere. They just seem to have a great turning radius and everything, but the side-by-side doesn't have the greatest turning radius. So there's some times that I have to remove a tree, you know, just to get the side-by-side through there so it doesn't slow you down. I do have a couple other trails that I'm working on. I'm thinking about putting a GoPro mount on the tractor, showing the work that I have to do, you know, to cut through the woods and cut up the trees or the small saplings type trees, you know, nothing over an inch or two. No, 2 inches is actually too big. We still have a lot of work to get done up there. It's just more of kind of like a hobby for something to do. We got everything done around here for the most part, except cleaning out my shop. And I need to get it cleaned up. Probably clean out some stuff in here. Well, hey everyone, thanks for watching. Just thought I'd give an update, you know, on the trails up there. I've been mentioned in a couple of videos about it, so that's where we are right now. Hopefully here in a few more weeks I can get some more videos from up there. I do got to get the columns replaced on the front of that house, so I'll have that video coming up soon once I get that done. Hey, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want, and see ya!